Hello and good evening, viewers. You are watching 10 News, and I am Smriti. We have with us a great personality, wonderful woman of substance and inspiration to millions of women, Dr. Nancy Juneja, CEO and founder of REVUP Life Skills and co-founder of MENTORx, three-time TEDx speaker, GGI's 100 most influenced business women, mentor of change Niti Aayog, Government of India. Dr. Nancy Juneja conferred with highest civilian honor, the Karamveer Chakra by United Nations, ICONGO. Born and raised in an educational family, running schools and boarding hostels since 3 decades. She is a peak performance mentor by 20 plus years. Hello, ma'am, and welcome to 10 News. Let us
Wonderful.
talk with her about her life and professional journey. Viewers can also ask questions to Dr. Nancy from our comment section. Hello, ma'am. Let's start towards our first question. And
A very
first of
good
all,
evening.
happy World Entrepreneurs Day.
Wonderful. A very good evening, everyone. And it is really amazing to be at 10 News yet again. I believe you're doing amazing work by getting all the pearls of ocean. And today, invited to talk about entrepreneurship on World
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship Day is really amazing because I take pride to be an entrepreneur, specifically a woman entrepreneur.
Yeah. Ma'am, let's start towards first question. Do you feel that the current way we are educating children fully prepare them for the needs of the 21st century?
So this is a wonderful question. Um, I feel we cannot gear up. We cannot prepare the children, fully for the 21st century, for the present, for the future. And it was never happened. I mean, I was not prepared in my childhood to do what I'm doing right now, because every next level of us need a different us. Every next level need a different you. So yes, I feel we should condition the children. The inner conditioning should be like that they're prepared to upskill them, they're prepared to be the lifelong learners throughout, and according to the situation they should be able to upskill themselves, be it, I mean, the jobs which are available today, the exist today in the job market, the opportunities which are available today, they might not be there tomorrow, right? So we cannot tell that yes, our children are all prepared, youth is all prepared for 21st century and just gear up. But we can always instill in them the qualities, the skills, the expertise, and more than the skills, that winner spirit, the spirit to thrive, not just to survive. That should be there. So I feel it goes on. They're never prepared, but they're always prepared to deal with the present moment. That should be the case. Thank you.
Ma'am, can you please tell us how you got into the field of education?
So yes, I feel education is in my DNA. It is the inner conditioning. I am born and brought up in a family who runs education institute since almost 32 years now. So by the name of Shantigan Niketan and Shantigan Vidyapeeth School in Dwarka, in the heart of India, that's Delhi. So, coming from the family, I've always seen them contributing to education. And I got a chance to, interact with the golden triangle of education, be it teachers, students, as well as parents. So I was always attached that what more can bring in the transformation, where we can fill the gap, that the youth today, can be where they want to be. So, how to bridge this gap between corporate and academia. So that's how I did education research in almost 45 countries. And, I feel I've represented elementary education, primary education, even the startup world, all 360 degree so far. Either I remember myself as a student or either as a mentor. So my coming to education was to launch upon new subjects like bringing in life skills, design thinking into the real action with the bookish knowledge. Nowadays, robotics and AI, they're the part of the curriculum, be it, STEM learning. So all of this made me, I feel, more than an entrepreneur, a futurist who really want to see the talent coming out of each child busting with the talent, and they should feel like that we have to make this happen. That is the thing. You have to unmute yourself.
Means which could be the most exciting or effective learning environment would be according to you?
uh, can you repeat that?
Yeah, which could be the most exciting or effective learning environment would be according to you?
uh, Exciting, it depends upon the interest of the completely the youth. So for me, exciting is definitely entrepreneurship, all the facets. So it all depends upon individual to individual. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, what are the difficulties or challenges you have faced as being a principal? Because as we know, you are also a principal from a very long time.
Challenges, yes, there are some pitfalls which come always, being an entrepreneur, and we need to deal with them. So surely, challenges come across. So it's the entire journey. It's not just in the role of educationist that I must answer upon, but I feel, because mine is a social entrepreneurship. So social entrepreneurship always comes with something which is like, wealth creation is one part, but value creation is the focused for us. So we need to see, that how we can contribute to the nation upon. And side by side, there are many challenges which are coming, because whatever new we are introducing, we have to mold the people accordingly. We have to tell that why it is important, why your children need to do this, why the youth need to do this. So all of this becomes a challenge. But trust me, entrepreneurship is not a part-time thing, it's not a full-time, it is a lifestyle. So I feel challenges make it more interesting. It's like a roller coaster ride. Sometimes it's bumpy, sometimes we are all high on cloud nine, and rest all better. So I feel, challenges come over, but they are the most exciting part, because once you overcome each challenges, you learn a lot.
Okay, ma'am. What role do you think the central or state government should play in education?
So they're already doing much. They are, I'm not the person who put responsibilities on the others, that this is not happening because of them and all. So I feel, it is happening all good. The NEP, has come up very well. People are abiding by it. The kind of infrastructure, the kind of skills, the government institutes are giving to their educators, we've never seen it before. So everything is wonderful. I've been the business coach, blaster coach myself in elementary education, and the kind of exposure they are giving to the middle level, even like from 6 to 8 standard students, that is like par excellence. So I feel they are doing much. Like we are working directly with PMO Shri Narendra Modi ji, all Toython, Hackathon, all the initiatives, Ideathon, that they're sponsoring very well. The way they are, giving footage to the young budding talent to come and introduce their ideas. Recently, we had the technology week out there in Pragati Medan, which was wow. The kind of funding, the kind of support, the kind of infrastructure we are giving to them, the center of excellence, the entrepreneurship cells. We've not seen, what this generation is getting ever before. So I feel there's much happening. The kind of mentor support, being the mentor of change of Niti Aayog, I feel Atal Thinking Mission is doing amazing. So people are giving back. Government is doing their bit to introduce innovation in 21st century, and that is what we can do to gear up the students upon. And not just in one school or two school, it is happening on pan India level. Not just that, we are the part of many student delegation. So everything is happening super super good.
Okay, ma'am. That's great. Ma'am, about your field and your startup, I want to just ask a question. As being a founder, director of REVUP Life Skills and co-founder of MENTORx, where do you see this organization in next 10 years?
Wow, no, this is really amazing and a massive question to tell upon. So, where I see them from 10 years, I'll say
Yeah.
life is very, very volatile. Like, trust me, when I started my entrepreneurship journey with RevUp Life Skills, I never knew that I'll be making curriculums of around 300 business schools, and the curriculum will be implemented and certified by, WHO, UNESCO, and all of those. So I feel everything is going at a wonderful pace, but we used to plan for the moment. We used to see how it is 2 years from now. In the COVID era, when everything was locked down, trust me, it was 10x growth for MENTORx. And when the world was thinking what next, we were the first one to embrace digital education all over, and we were the one who contributed to the countries like New Zealand, Norway, and many more with the free workshops upon. So we are following the SGs, we are following upon all the what we can and do from the our countryside. We are there for each other. It's one word, one family, that we did it by MENTORx and RevUp Life Skills. And where we see ourselves, that is where we see our students, where we see our mentees, where we see our startups. What is our aim for them? We see our success in their success now. So it is like sometimes, life look very beautiful, and sometimes life is a bumpy ride. But in every entrepreneur's journey, in every individual journey, so we at MENTORx tell that it is a place where dreams become possible. We make your dreams come true, and each and every wish of yours by your own talent. So we recognize the latent capability in you, and we actually help you. When I say we, it is like the cluster of mentors on the board of our corporate advisory board from different domain. We come together to actually connect, mentees and mentors together. So we understand their struggle, their challenges, and we connect them to the mentors. And we ourselves take interest in seeing what is their stage where they need help. So when we see that they are improving, our mentees are improving, our students are growing, and the startups are becoming the next, generation entrepreneurs, we ourselves see ourselves growing. So MENTORx is already prevailing in 65 countries, and as you say, in 10 years, I'll say just in 2 3 years, probably couple of years, we see ourselves flourishing high in almost, I'll say 198 countries. The word is ours. And when we say ours, we invite each and everyone. It is a forum which is really working upon social initiative. Do your businesses, flourish high. If you're a student, do your student journey well, but be the part of MENTORx to make this journey more momentous. It is army of youth we are creating. With MENTORx Women, we are creating army of women who are, independent enough, and the entrepreneurs, they are doing their own things. With MENTORx Social, there's so many social initiatives we're already doing. So where I see ourselves is an ecosystem enabler. It is a, you know, I'll say it is diversity in different domains coming together. So if I name a few, it is actually making the corporations balance between profit and purpose. We are envisioning an ecosystem where we all come together, help each other, collaborate, match synergies. I'm not just talking about my country, India. I'm talking about hook and nook of the world, where we can meet them out.
Okay, ma'am, that's great. My all best wishes with you. Ma'am, as we know, you have honored with many awards such as Karamveer Chakra, Nari Shakti Award, Women Entrepreneur of the Year, Sarojini Naidu Award, etc. So many. Uh, According to you, who has played an important role in your life, or have you been inspired by someone?
Of course, yes. I mean, there are so many upon. I have been inspired by each and everyone in my journey who have crossed my path in a beautiful manner. And I'll say, I am because of all my mentors. I am because of all my mentees. And there's so many people who touch your path. There's so many people who inspire you in many ways. And, in my journey, I'll say I'm grateful to each and everyone who taught me a lesson, who was good with me or who was my critic, because everybody gave me an experience and which I just grew upon. So, becoming an entrepreneur is not an overnight story at all. There are no free lunches in the society. So I'll say it is like digging well every day. And while you dig it, you need a versatile team with you. You You need people who are backing you and putting a pat on your back that Nancy, you can do it. We are standing with you. So definitely a gamut of well wishers, mentors, and to name a few, I cannot just name a particular person, but hats off to each one who has been the part of my journey, who trusted me, who made me believe that I could do it. Because I guess it was their trust. When bright things happen when bright people come together. So I feel I've made certain choices in my career because of definitely my well-wishers, friends, co-founder, and many more people who has played a strategic role over there. So inspiration all around.
Yeah, ma'am. Mm, that's all. Ma'am,
Once you
so
actually
do you want,
yeah, tell me.
ma'am, do you want to comments on G20 summit, which is held on this 9 or 10 September at Pragati Maidan at Convenience Center? Do you want to say
Of
something to our
course, I
viewers?
mean,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. So we are the part of the momentous moment. We are so proud and take pride that India is hosting the G20 summit. I've been the part of the inauguration ceremony of the conventional center, and it was really amazing to see the plans India is having to host upon the G20 summit. So surely there's a no, I'll say we never can take a back seat after that. It is a momentous move where we all should come together and take pride that we are the host this time. So I'll say everyone should come together, should make a mark, should contribute wherever they can, because this is a moment to show unity. This is a moment, to share our expertise, our knowledge. It is a tremendous, forum to leave a lot of footprints, of love, kindness, knowledge sharing, contribution, and it will set a lot of milestones ahead, not just for youth, for startup, for entrepreneurs, for each and every people person who want to do something in life and is not able to do it. So probably it is a new phase which is opening up and ushering a lot of opportunities for us and all the fellow men who will be participative in this summit.
Yeah, that's great, ma'am. Ma'am, a leadership quality which all have to develop on himself or herself. So, what message you want to give to women who wants to restart their life or restart their career? What message you want to convey them?
So I'll definitely say women are wearing this invisible crown, not of diamonds, not of gems, but of hard work, of patience, of a lot of sacrifice, of a lot of unsaid wishes, which is, beneath them, which doesn't come out, not because of anyone, because of them, their own self. They assume themselves that their priorities are much more bigger than their own self. Self love happens, but after a series of things which comes along with womanhood. So I believe, and I should say to all women, that we are special. We've been gifted by the Lord for many other things which even technology cannot replace. We're giving birth to a miracle. We're bringing the life in this beautiful journey called life. So when we are able to bring in the life, why not we ourselves create miracles? I feel our career should be one of our children, one of our baby, whom we are nourishing very well. So that is what is needed. And while I talk upon a message for all the women, I'll definitely say it's one life, make it happen. Don't take it so seriously. And think upon, let this happen, then I will take care of my aspirations. So let my kids grow up, let my kids cover this milestone, let me, my family be settled, let's have harmony in the work life balance, and then I'll do this. There is no right time for anything. The time, that time, you take a step, that is the time which matters. So you all have limitless potential. Just believe in yourself, take that first step, and once you take that first step, believe me, that is what happened to me, that once you conspire to do something, trust me, even if there's so many self-doubts, inhibitions, it magically removes all. Universe magically create a lot of people in your life, a lot of circumstances which will make you feel that you can do it and which will help you to do it. So chase your dreams, One life, make it happen, redefine yourself, discover the best version of yourself, get that spirit along. If you are happy at home contributing, wonderful. If you really want to do something in entrepreneurship spirit, we at Mentorx Women are all there for you. If you want your children to grow upon, your family to grow upon, everyone can grow in harmony. It is not important that you need to see upon for everyone. You need to just put that spirit in everyone, and once they see that you are thriving with that undying spirit, you have a fire in you, trust me, it affects everyone, be it your children, be it your family members. So it all depends upon that woman who is known as Annapurna, who is known as the nurturer, of the house, of the business, be it a bedroom or a boardroom. Trust me, she's the one who makes tables turn around. So when she has that art with no bias to the men, of course, we have whole support of men, and that's why we can stand tall. But I'll just say, time is rolling, women. Whether you sleep, whether you gossip, whether you are out at work, but you have to roll on with the time. So no matter what, just show your presence, make your presence happen. And there is just no glass ceiling for you. Just break it all and let no one tell you what to do. It is your gut feeling who will tell you at each time what is right for you, what is wrong for you. You are the perfect mother, you are the perfect daughter, and you can do every relation in a wonderful manner only when you're satisfied by inside. And once you can, how you can be contented, you can be contented only when you're listening to yourself. Just listen to yourself, embrace and self-love, and keep doing what makes you happy. That's the important thing.
Yeah, ma'am, that's great. It's also motivates me also. Ma'am, please share if you want. Please share your success mantra with our audience.
My God, my God. So there's no such success mantra, Smriti, but I'll surely say I've already, coupled up in what I said. I'll say always believe I'll say everything fades up. The chemistry between two people, the support you're getting from some person at some point of time, the trust, belief, everything is a two-way thing. But what is a one-way thing? Is self-care, is nurturing yourself, is self-love. I mean, know the real you. And once you know the real you, the choices you make, the decisions you make, you will take control of it. There will not be any blame game you will do in life, not in society. I mean, if something is happening good in your life, it's because of you. If something which happens like unknowingly, or you never expected it, but still you will take full control of yourself. That is what I want to give message to everyone, and probably that has been my mantra. I'll not say that yes, I'm successful. I feel this is a height of what I have done, what I wish to do. So definitely from the worldly figure, I'm a successful independent woman, but maybe there's something, a volume, a volcano, an ocean of achievements and aspirations inside, which only I know, and nobody else had to know also. So it is your life, it is the fights with you, it is the love with you, everything is with you. Definitely, you're blessed if you meet people on the way who become your companion, but ultimately, take responsibility, take charge of your life. The more early you learn this in life, the more far you go. That is it.
Yeah, ma'am, that's great. Ma'am, as being an entrepreneur, you want to give some ideas or some things that today's youth can restart their career uh, as a new things or in a new field.
Surely, you're very right. I mean, see, I'll say ideas. I can give a lot of ideas. I mean,
Yeah,
that is my life all about. I mean, we at MentorX and RevUp Life Skills, what we do. I mean, the whole point. We get up every morning to think upon what new for our youth. We're creating the army of youth ambassadors all over the globe who are the change makers. My recent, book. This is the Voice of Youth, which we launched this Independence Day. What does that mean? It is real expressions by global youth change makers. So, a point, by around 101 youth all over globe to tell what they have to do. So ultimately, I feel their idea should come across the table with the right person. So, we tell upon business mentoring, we tell upon entrepreneurship, we tell about innovation in today's world, but everything starts from idea. I mean, according to science, we are, having around 75,000 to 80,000 thoughts each day. But what is the idea in that? What can click well? What can click well with you? This you have to decide only after discussing with the right source, with the right mentor. So it starts from upskilling yourself, increasing your skills, expertise. It starts from building a wonderful team. No one can work alone. Self belief is different, but ultimately we need to have that team, we need to have that support, we need to have that collaboration. Success is also not celebrated without anyone. It can only be celebrated with the common people with common goals. So I'll say to all the youth here, make your network like net worth. Have your branding, create a brand you today. I mean, which all companies you work with, you will have a series of letter of recommendations, internships, you will have a lot of work in the near future. But make yourself a brand you. I mean, Nancy is Nancy. Dr. Nancy Juneja, her books, her patent, her courses, her companies are here to stay. They will grow up with or without me. But Nancy should be someone who relate to her own self, who relate to her idioms, her beliefs. Wherever she goes, she should be someone who can create creativity, who can create something out of nothing. That should be the thing, that whichever part of the world she goes, she can create the thing. That should be the message to youth today, that create the brand you. You will create a lot of companies, your name will be associated with a lot of forums, but your name should be so big by your work. Your work should speak for self. I guess in this real word, I'm talking about in the word of influences, with no offense to anyone, with due respect to each one who's making their presence felt by any way possible. But it is a real word. Real word is here to stay. So, whatever we are showing up on social media, it is important. But let's be genuine in our approach. Let's work well. Let our work speak for ourselves. And once our work speak for ourselves, it create cluster of work for us. I mean, the kind of opportunities we open for our own self, I cannot imagine. There was a time when we used to work with schools, colleges. Now we work with economies of different countries, to name a few. I mean, the list just goes on. And you will see in the near future that how we are driving the startup economy in some of the economies which I cannot disclose now. I mean, this is wow. We are proud of Indian education, Indian startup. And I tell to each youth here, as I told to women, we are born in the land of creation. So please, anything can work here in our country, because we have, each and every domain expertise of people here. So let's just work well. Let's create impact. A lot of ideas you have, get into the picture, talk to the mentor, reach out, tweet them, be available on LinkedIn, and get the things right. Make your action plan. You can always tweet to us after this. We are all available for you. Make an action plan: whom to meet, when to meet, write a date in force, and just check each day. Start from small step. Whether my day is day by design or day by default, is my day running through me, or I am running the day? So that should be the thing. If I take care of my each day, my month will be taken care of. If I take care of each day, my week will be taken care of. My weekly goals will be covered. So I don't have to think what happens 10 years from now. I just have to think till Friday what I'm able to do. So I just have to think that. Then next week, next goals, next new people to meet, new places to visit, new project to come. So that should just go on. It should be a funnel which should be created in a point of time. So I feel it's not one idea. I can give you humongous ideas. You need to work upon them. And don't ever be shy. I see so many students, they shy away from sharing their ideas in public. No one can be, a Xerox is a Xerox, an original is original. So no one can copy your ideas. You are unique. So declare in the universe if you have an idea, dwell over it, and just make it happen. Any support, anytime you need from MENTORx team, we are all there. I'm speaking live. We and all our mentors are there with you for full support with you. You can always reach us to anytime.
Yeah, yeah, ma'am. If we talk about Prime Minister vision of 2047, we are from last decade, we know we are in developing country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision is on 2047, we become developed country in the list of developed country. What comments you want to give on this vision?
So amazing. We have done a lot under his leadership. We all know that. Not even, I'm talking about entrepreneurship or putting in India on global map. I'll say being the third largest economy soon, and having the target of 5 trillion economy. I'll say it is giving wings to powerful advocacy. It is creating an awareness and impact all over globe, and with the government policies and with the futuristic approach that we have seen in the past decade, we are here to stay. We are here to create really, I mean, momentous changes in India. It is not now or never, it is now. It is happening now. People are doing much. Our honorable prime minister is really turning the tables around, and we are blessed with amazing management who is supporting very well. We are working as a unity these days, be it B schools, colleges, universities, corporates, schools. I can see the synergies which I never saw earlier. So, definitely, today in today's world, we're able to meet him. He's coming to address in universities. That is wow. We never thought of that culture where we can meet mentor, we can meet Prime Minister Modi, and we're sitting just across him in conferences. So that is like really humongous. I wish to contribute a lot for my country with the entire army of youth. We have done immense project in the recent past, from all our corporations, and in the near future also, we love to support much.
Yeah, man, that's it. At last, but not the least, can you please share your happiness mantra with our viewers?
Wow. So this has been really a terrific interview, I must say. Message for women, message for youth, and message for my happiness. Wow.
Yeah,
So, I mean, what is happiness? It is a journey of self exploration. It is, it is a journey of gratitude. It is a journey of passion. So happiness is different for one another. Maybe for some it is happiness is going to a world tour with their soulmate, with their parents. Maybe for some it is different. For me, I feel happiness is not by chance, it is by choice. I choose whatever be the circumstance, I have to be happy each day. For me, it is okay, something happened. It always happens. I mean, everyone life, I am same. So I feel, of course, life pass you. Life is like it's like a lemonade. If it pass you a lemon, I feel I want to make a lemonade out of it. I mean, I don't let any bitter experience of my life overcome my thoughts for a longer period of time. Personally, I've conditioned myself, or maybe my experience, my encounter with people have made me like that. That I feel I'm done, blessed, I'm grateful for this life. The life has given me much. They've given me a lot of love, and there's a lot of love within me that I want to give to others. So my mantra of happiness is, it is like jam. Once you spread, there's something which is on you. You can't just let it go without spreading on you. So it's like happiness is just keep on spreading laughter. Once you aim at seeing others happy, you yourself be happy. So it is like universal law. So spread happiness selflessly. Happiness will come to you, and once you're happy, you're making your family happy. So it's like a ripple effect which you're creating. So I feel it's a magnet. It's a happiness magnet. Let's be the magnet of positivity, good vibes, happiness, joy, and cheer for each other. Maybe I'm happy with something, you're happy with another. So let's be happy and pass good vibes so that we all make this world a beautiful place to live in.
ma'am, can you please say something more about your books
Okay, yeah,
that have
sure.
been
Why not?
inaugurated on Independence Day?
Yeah, sure, sure. So, trust me, I mean, there are a lot of books. There are around 14 books we've authored. So, this
Yeah.
was my first maiden book. That's New Age Life Skills. We authored upon in artificial intelligence, co-authored with wonderful, members. And then this was Voice of Youth, which was compiled by me, but I feel it is written by the youth, 101 youth all over the nation. So, once you read this books tell upon the talent. It is, I say on live today, that it is a bit of my story, which I learned upon at each phase of life. I just told how I learned my qualities, my talent, and how I embrace this with the world at each phase of my life. And the second one was half part of my life I was very introvert. So my voice was embedded with it. I was an introvert person. But when this voice came out, this I was awarded by titles like, Sarojini Naidu Awards and, all these fancy, influential women and G100 and all those, to name a few, Nari Shakti and many more. So the voice has a power. I I just said that it was just a dream, which was an anthology of inspiring change makers, but I launched it as Voice of Youth Season 1. And I promise each year, maybe multiple times, as God forbid, but I will be launching upon the Voice of Youth with different 101 people every time. Whoever has the voice, I, Dr. Nancy, would promise them to make it heard through this book. There'll be series of volumes. The Voice of Youth is launched on Independence Day because I really believe independent in action, independent in spirit, independent in words make you reach where you want to be. There are sometimes your aspirations which you can't tell to the word. When you share your voice, you can tell to the world. Your voice will reach the places. So this book is all about it. And I love to tell you that this is being forwarded by not just, more than our education minister of India, I have to yet to gift him. It is forwarded by education ministers of different embassy, Maldives, Palau, Comoros. So there's so much support to the youth that everyone is, giving to us. So I just feel the voice of youth, let us reach at every home. Let us all encourage the voice of youth. When I say youth, it is not the youngsters. It is from the time you have your voice, start expressing it. There should be no one who should, put a cap on your voice or your creativity. Your voice should be a strength. So keep expressing. And if you want, we are here for the initiative to publish it all free of cost in our book. So you're most welcome to, reach to us, and we'll all get it done for you in the next volume. Thank you.
Yeah, ma'am, that's a very great. Everyone should must read this book. So, ma'am, that's all for today. I hope everyone should grasp your words and must learn from you. For the viewers, we hope that we have you have enjoyed this inspirational conversation. We have suggested us important person for featuring in comments. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being with 10 News. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. It's
Please,
been such a thoughtful and profound evening. Thank you for getting me here.
thank you so much, ma'am.
Bye bye.